first thing, we got experience coming back. You know, we had a team that went to the Final Four last year, and we returned 6 of those 7 girls. And then coming into the season, we had a couple incoming freshmen that we knew would make an impact on the team. I don't know that we knew that what type of impact they would make, but Harper Wiggin has pretty much taken over the one single spot that was vacated by Josie last year. And then Reese Mundis has slid into the one doubles that's made our one doubles, I'm going to say, a little better than we were last year. And then we take one of our one doubles from last year and you slide them down to 2 doubles. And then you return a really nice 2 and 3 singles player from last year. So I think our experience has probably made one of the bigger differences, and at least as this season is concerned.
Some seasons you have to tinker with that lineup. How's this lineup been throughout the season?
It hasn't changed much. So we settled in on the singles early. It's been Harper, and then Allie Schneer, and then Allie Wiggin. The one doubles came together real quick with Delaney and Reese. It just seemed to be a good fit. The 2 doubles took about a third of the season, maybe a little more than that. Bryn Brosmer was part of this varsity last year and still a big part of what we do. And Avery Bartley was right there as well. So those 2 girls were in the mix for a while. And feel bad because they're not in that 2 double spot. But we had to make a choice. It's tough making choices with doubles because you got combinations, chemistry, and I felt like all the girls were doing what they needed to be doing. We just felt that Braylon and Paige, from a serving standpoint and a power standpoint, gave us a little bit more strength there at 2 doubles. Nothing that Avery or Bryn did wrong. Just went with the 2 best combinations we thought we needed at that 2 double spot.
What do you know about South Bend St. Joe?
Well, we know them well. We saw them earlier in the year. They returned the #1 singles state title winner from last year at one singles. And then earlier in the year, the 2 singles player is a nice player, and she was playing 2 singles, but now they've slid her into 1 doubles with her sister. So in terms of tennis, you're going to say they've loaded their doubles. So they've taken their next 4 strong players and put them at 1 and 2 doubles, and then their next, I guess, their 6th and 7th girls at 2 and 3 singles. So I think they did that to kind of match us and maybe Carmel and some of the stronger teams. They felt they got the best player at 1, and let's see if we can't go fight for those 2 double spots. We've got some comparable scores. They played Penn in the regional, so we can compare those scores. There's some coaches that you worry about because strategy-wise they're gonna focus on things that we do well and focus on that, and he'll do that. So it'll be a really good matchup. I got a feeling it'll be very similar to what we saw on Saturday at the Semi State.
It's always a nice opportunity to go back with a different team.
It is, and the thing is, the same group of girls, but it's a different combination. And this season and this path is a little bit differently. Last year, I would say we probably had a pretty nice draw. We avoided some of the top-ranked teams maybe early in the tournament, but we did run into Fishers in the Final 8. This year's draw didn't do anybody any favors. You draw Columbus North in the Semi State, who's number 3. We'll play South Bend Joe in the round of 8, and they're ranked 5th. They're one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the state. So we don't seed like a lot of other tournaments, and that's just the way the draw came out. And we agreed in about 10, 11 days ago, we're going to do this one day at a time and one match at a time. And God bid, we can get a little bit further each time. And Saturday was a great example of what this team has accomplished all year with that win over Columbus North on Saturday.